Hello everybody, how you doing today? What's up guys, Kanye West 5 here. I'm sorry, I've been gone for a long ass time. 3 days, just 3 days. But YouTube World, that's like freaking 3 months. But calm down guys, let's not get too greedy. Enough bullshit talk here, let's just get onto the video. So anyways, in this video, I'm gonna talk about the very sexy card over here, okay? The card is MST, oh my god, that's so good. Okay, so MST is arguably the best spell of this format. Now this card is very interesting. Pretty much this card like evolves with every format. In every single format, there's pretty much like new meta, and with every different meta, there's a different way of playing this card in the most effective way. And there's a pretty clear-cut way of playing this card in this format. This format is pretty much dominated by Dragon Rulers. I'm gonna just assume the meta is Dragon Rulers because everyone and their grandmas and their moms and their aunties and uncles, the Uncle Chins and the Uncle Bobs and the Uncle Sams, everyone pray the Dragon Ruler. I feel like you should really learn how to play MST against Dragon Rulers. Okay, so first off, blind MSTing is probably the worst thing you can do with this card. It's just absolutely horrible. And blind MSTing is defined by if they have multiple back row. And you just activate MST and just hit a random back row, roll a dice or something, try to be cute, and just hit a random back row. That is arguably the worst way of using this card. Now, in this format, however, blind MSTing is still horrible, especially against Dragon Rulers. However, if you set this card, if you set the MST, okay, and then blind MSTing at the end phase, it's not really considered blind MSTing anymore, especially in this format. Let me tell you why. Okay, now Dragon Rulers, pretty much all their traps are chainable. They have Sixth Sense, they have Raigeki Break, Phoenix Wing Wind Blast, and just shit like that. And, Reckless Greed. I know some people that run Reckless Greeds in their builds of, like, Dragoon Rulers and shit. So basically, that end phase MST is so crucial now. You never ever, like let's say they have even like 1 or 2 back row, just activate MST from your hand. That's horrible. What you can hit like a Sixth Sense, you can hit a Raigeki Break. They can just chain that shit, and then like if they hit Sixth Sense, they'll draw a million cards and you go -1. It's just so bad. So what you want to do with this card now is you want to set it against Dragon Rulers. Setting this card is so good. Now, this is not to say that end phase MST is always the right way of using this card against Dragon Rulers, except setting MST, I would say, is always the best play. In past formats, setting MST is really not recommended because of the fact that your MST could get MST'd, or heavied or whatever. Okay, heavy's gone, so yeah, F that shit, you know what I'm saying? However, in this format, I feel like setting MST is so crucial. Not only because of your ability to end phase MST, so they can't chain their shit, their Recklesses, their Sixth Sense, or whatever it's called, or their Raigeki Breaks, or Phoenix Wind Blast, but also because they have a card called Dragon's freaking Ravine. Now, if that card goes off, you're pretty much screwed. They can set up their grave, they can set up their hand, they can set up everything. Dragon's Ravine is just way too powerful of a card for you to not set this MST, for you to stop their play. I just want to clear up something real quick for all you people out there, okay? All the very smart people, right? Okay, anyways, end phase MSTing doesn't automatically just mean just hit any card that is face down during your end phase. It's pretty obvious. Like, you hit the card that they set this turn. Otherwise, it just completely defeats the purpose of end phase MSTing, because the purpose of end phase MSTing is so they can't chain their traps, because like pretty much all the traps that they run are chainable. So yeah. Pretty obvious right there, but some people, a little loco in the brain. So let's say you're not going against Dragon Rulers and you're going against just a random deck like Evil Swarms. You probably don't want to play this card in the same way. Like, setting this card and end phase MST against Evil Swarms puts you at no advantage, and pretty much is the same thing as a blind MST. It doesn't stop their play. It doesn't really do anything. It's pretty much just a blind MST against Evil Swarms, at least. It's very different from going against Dragon Rulers. So yeah, you have to learn how to, play this card against different decks. Like going against Evil Swarms, for example, you probably want to use MST in the more traditional method, where if you have multiple options, you probably want to just bait out their traps and then MST so your main play can go off, shit like that. Of course, you pretty much don't want to blind MST. Is never really encouraged, except for one scenario where it's more of like a do or die situation. So basically, if you have one play and that play has to go off, you can blind MST. that's actually the better play, because if that play doesn't go off, you have an MST. Like, what the hell are you saving the MST for? Like game 3, or when you lose, like after you sign the slip, you still have the MST. You're the very happy boy. Okay, so yes, like it really depends on the situation. You have to assess the situation and then use MST accordingly. So yeah, that's pretty, self-explanatory, I guess. But a lot of you guys don't really know how to use MST, and it's really important what deck you're going against. Like against Dragon Rulers, against Evil Swarms, against Black Wings, there's different ways of playing MST. So just keep that in mind, guys. So, but yes. Anyways, leave in the comment section below what you think about this card, how you play it, and maybe some funny stories about blind MST. There's a pretty funny story. My friend at a regionals a few months ago, this is when Heavy was not banned yet. So basically he opened MST, Heavy, and an OTK hand. He was playing Karakuri's, and yeah, his opponent basically turn 1 set 5 back row, and my friend proceeded to just blind MST. He hits the Starlight Road, and then he activates Heavy, clears his whole back row, and OTKs him. Like, it's so, oh my god, just so lucky. And of course, that's not gonna happen every time. So don't look at that example and just start blind MSTing your ass off. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was pretty funny when he told me that. Like, his opponent was so salty. Holy shit. But yeah. So anyways, that's about it for this video. Please thumbs up the video. Actually, I am working on my Inzectors right now. I have a new Inzector build. There's like a few changes to it. It's mad sexy. A really underrated deck that is really underrepresented, and it's amazing. So if you want to see my build, my very sexy build, it's the so good. Just thumbs up the video, and I'll post it up for my next video. So, but yes. Anyways, thumbs up the video, leave a comment, and subscribe for more sexy. Peace!